So, the first adventure with our 1996 Toyota Camry LE starts here in Idaho Falls at Hobby Lobby of all places, which actually is not exactly true. It started in Rigby. Well, it started in Blackfoot. Let me explain. All right. So, the great 1996 Toyota Camry LE adventure actually began in Blackfoot. My wife and I had come to Rexburg. We were visiting friends and family, and I saw this listing on the Facebook Marketplace for a Toyota Camry, 800 bucks, power steering not working, and I just kind of thought, oh cool, that would make like a cool flip or whatever, and we went about our day and forgot about it. About a month and a half later, we come back to Idaho, Grace, Idaho, visiting family, and I saw this ad was still up, so I messaged the kid. I talked to my parents and said, hey, I know you've, wanted my Toyota Camry, and 90s Camry is the most reliable car in the world. Maybe you do want one after all. This one only has 150,000 miles. Power steering's not working. Car doesn't look that bad in the photos. What do you say I go check it out? And if it checks out pretty good, we'll buy it. And you guys can either, fix it up, sell it, make some money, or finally have it for this runaround spare car at your house that you'll never have to worry about throwing money into. And so we drove from Grace to Blackfoot, stopped in Pocatello, got cash to check this car out. Visited with the seller for quite a while. We, looked at the car, test drove it. For sure, the power steering wasn't working. I thought, they're on a 2-belt system. Best case scenario, the belt's broke, and that's it. And the belt is broke on the power steering pulley there, and hopefully that's all it is, like a $3-4 fix, instead of, replacing the whole pump. Now the pump might be frozen. I didn't stick my hand down in there and turn it. That's my bad. So worst case scenario, we throw a $50 power steering pump in the car and we'd get it running, or so I thought. But the car looked a little bit rougher in person than it did in the pictures, and it definitely needs a tune-up. But you know what? We settled on $800 as asking price. We thought, it's probably fair. I don't remember, maybe I did talk him down to $700, I'm not sure. But we bought the car. We then immediately took the car from Blackfoot to my cousin's house in Rigby. Don't ask me why I didn't just leave it at my grandma's house there in Blackfoot, but that's what we did. We took it from Blackfoot to Rigby, and there it sat since December. It's now March, so what, 3 months? It sat, and relatively nothing's changed. We're coming through for my wife's birthday, my mother-in-law's birthday, and a friend's wedding in Provo. So we thought we'd make the loop, pick the car up in Rigby, say hi to some family, visit family, celebrate my wife and my mother-in-law's birthday in Grace, and then head on to Utah. Not with this truck. We'll take my wife's car to Utah for the wedding, then we'll come back to Grace, pick this truck up with the Camry, and head back on home to Wyoming. So we thought we'd just make kind of a fun little trip and a run and kick off my parents' 1996 Camry build, or semi-restoration. We're gonna fix this car up all nice and neat so they can have it as their runaround. But this is gonna kick off the build, and hopefully it's gonna be a fun one. And just like that, it's time to go home from Grace. We have the Camry here on the trailer and the Duramax all loaded up, ready to go. I'm gonna get her fired up and hooked up, and then we're gonna get on the road for a 7-hour and 14-minute road trip back to Burlington to get this car all fixed up. I'll give you guys some updates along the way. We made it to Thermopolis. We're here at Maverick, filling up. The good thing and the nice thing and the not so nice thing about the Duramax is its fuel range. So I get about 600 miles out of the tank, of course about 400 when we're towing. We've driven 325 miles, most of it up and down mountainous regions, and we haven't stopped but once to replace a strap that broke off the back of the car, which is a good thing, I guess, because we make good time, but a bad thing because I am sore and I have got to pee, and we've got to get like 35 gallons of diesel. So hurry up, Maverick. All right, so here's the strap that broke off. It broke kind of at the end by the hook. I don't know if it was rubbing on the trailer or what, but it's got two nice tow hooks up front, which is really convenient to hook on, but then there's no convenient way to hook the chain on in the back here, so we just have it up and around the axle to the other side. I did replace it with a chain. I had another strap, but I really didn't want to do that again. Luckily, Dad had a couple chains in here for us to use. I feel really bummed about that strap though. I think it's been used like 4 times is all. Every time I fill up with diesel here, it always clicks off early on this truck for some reason, so I have to do it by hand a little more. And then I put like 7 ounces of Howell's diesel treat in. I think it's 7 ounces for 35 gallons. I only put 26 gallons in. We had about 10 gallons left in the tank, so we probably could have kept going, honestly, but I have got to stop as a driver. We literally just rolled in. It is 7:45. Been driving since 12 o'clock this morning. I just undid these straps. I'm gonna go ahead and undo all the straps. We're gonna get the car off here with my Camry Murano and the F-150 Duramax, looking sharp, performed absolutely amazing as always, and we're at our first oil change. We've had this truck for 5,000 miles now, and I love it. I love it so much that I'm considering getting rid of my F-150 and keeping the Duramax as the permanent truck for the garage. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Just like that, we got her off. As you can hear, she sounds wonderful, and she is such a beautiful car. I cannot wait to begin work on the 1996 Toyota Camry project. If you guys like this video, if you're excited for what's to come, go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel below so that you don't miss out on any of the content that I'm going to have coming out on this car. With all of that said, there goes our 7.5-hour road trip in my O2 Duramax to get the new 96 Camry project. I am so excited for this build. I hope it turns out great. Get out, enjoy your automotive ownership. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'll catch you guys then.